Manchester were one half of the duo that had a starring role to play in last season's narrative. No doubt they will be looking to ensure that that narrative stays very much the same this season, and winning here would certainly be a great start. Their expectations for this Super Cup are... Shoots! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Aguero showed real composure then. I mean, how often do you see a player do everything right until he gets into the box, only to completely kind of fluff the finish? Not him.
Manchester take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest. Hazard. That's Piliqueta. And it's Willian. Mendy sends it forward with interest.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Hazard just brushed off the ball there. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Mendy, very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact. Aguero! Aguero! They've done it! And already they're looking to run away with it.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Manchester get themselves a two-goal cushion.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
David Silva is the guilty party there. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Mondi. And it's Aguero. Sané. Aguero on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
I think it'll mean a huge amount to him. The way he's been playing, I fully expect him to turn his 2 goals into 3. His appetite has been brilliant, and he totally merits a third.
It's Aguero! It was a matter of inches.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Aguero plays it out to the wing. Silva. Goalkeeper's ball. And it's Giroud. Kovacic. Now it's Giroud.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
And we've reached half-time. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength? Manchester in control at half-time, 2-0. And the game has
has already resumed here. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. And that is as far as they're going to go. A real chance to break. He's left his man. And the ball is out of play. Chelsea can make their change now with a break in play. Giroud. Fernandinho. Now it's Sané. And it's Mondi. He goes long.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
Willian. Zappacosta. Well, it's normally around now that the managers think about making changes. It's come loose. Flores. De Bruyne plays it forward. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Now it's Hazard. Going through. Oh, that's nice. It's a decent-looking cross. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Chelsea are enjoying lots of possession, but they just can't find any penetration.
Needed a better pass there. Azpilicueta. Some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
He's got away. Got a sight of goal here. Shot at goal! And it's there! And they are cruising away.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
So, the manager making the last of his changes. Manchester take a 3-goal lead, and they are romping out of sight. Steered forward. Now it's Higuain. All the way back, and they start again. So that's it. It is all over. Manchester have won it in what has been the perfect end to the pre-season. And whilst it's no guarantee of success when the new campaign does get underway in a week or so, it is surely a significant boost to morale and a significant statement of intent. And now the moment. The ceremony and the presentation of the trophy to come. The very first trophy of a new season. So many more might follow. How many, we will find out over the course of the months ahead. Well, it is that special time of the year where everyone starts as equals. Far back in the distance, memories of last season, positions and points tallies on the last day, that's all now irrelevant. It is all about the ultimate prize that lies a long way ahead. That buoyant feeling is here. New start, fresh hope. Get the season off to a flyer. The fans are believing. Can he score? And then he... Granit Xhaka. And it's Sterling.
Arsenal have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced position.
No question, that's a foul. Aubameyang. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Good challenge, he just stood firm. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Now it's Aguero. Xhaka does well there, alert. Iwobi. And it's Lacazette. Aubameyang. And now they can launch a counter. He's away! Aguero! They've scored!
Manchester are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Manchester draw first blood here.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Sterling beats the offside. Has a pop! Oh, taken with style! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Manchester have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Monreal. Granit Xhaka, forward it goes. Now it's Lacazette. Now it's Ozil. Well played, he saw that coming. Could move up a gear here. He's through the middle. And he's looking to shoot. And oh! And it's there! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. Sterling duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. As easy as 1, 2, 3. It really has been that straightforward. Halfway through the match, but very little to suggest that much will change over the second half.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Mustafi has been caught there, it's a foul. Hector Bellerin. Mesut Ozil. The Lacazette. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Sane tries to get it forward quickly. He's left his man. Aguero. And a shot! Oh, the keeper's done just about enough.
Aguero really drove at the heart of that defence. Incisive, quick, but not clinical.
And it's been taken short. Mendy crosses in alone. Going for goal! He's scored! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! It's become a case of men against boys. And Lenny. Now it's Aubameyang. Manchester are apparently enjoying a gentle cruise towards near certain victory here. Well, it's normally around now that the managers think about making changes. He's won, and the finish! He has done it! A contest no more. It is nothing short of utter humiliation.
Well, I wasn't expecting them to go this big, Peter, but they have been superb.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
Manchester tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Bernardo Silva plays it long. Aguero unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mustafi plays it forward, and it's Mkhitaryan. Mesut Ozil. Lacazette spreads it towards the left. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. It's a loose ball. Mendy gets it back. Aimed long and direct. Now it's Aguero. Mustafi goes looking. Oh, good challenge. Stood up well against his man. He's picked him out. Sané. He's got away. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. It's Aguero! Oh, denied at the last. De Bruyne plays it short, fires it in low. And the referee brings it to a close. Manchester have their win on opening day. The season perfectly teed up. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Manchester have plenty to...
Well, whatever time of day or night it is with you, welcome along to a game which is threatened, I have to tell you, by a rather forbidding weather forecast. The expectation is for quite heavy rain as the game grows older this evening. It hasn't arrived just yet, but it will do shortly. Glad to report, though, that that hasn't affected the crowd, who are here in good number and indeed in good voice. And the game will be underway very soon. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Sterling has a goal! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Sterling certainly could have and should have made more of that.
And it's Hernandez. Company gets into the right position to intercept. Manchester started their campaign in spectacular fashion. Quite a statement of intent coming into this game. Nice touch. Sané. Now it's Sané. Crosses in a low one. Wilshere gets good distance on it. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Sané pumps it into the area. Worth a try. Not this time.
Well, I think his mind was made up the way that ball arrived, and I certainly admire his willingness to hit the volley.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Has a hit! And Forster somehow saves it! Loose ball, who's going to get that? The ball's come loose and the chase is on. And he's going... He's had a go! Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Sterling really had a decent crack at that. It was a full-blooded effort.
Stones tries to get it forward quickly, and it's Aguero. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. De Bruyne. Felipe. Fernandinho. Played in by Sané. Fraser Forster catches it safely. And that's a throw. And it's Stones. Sterling plays it in. No, that's too long. That'll be the last act of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Unspectacular, but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Already up and running for the second half.
Manchester clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
Dressler. Hernandez. Gets wrestled off the ball. Aimed long and direct. Now a chance to break. He's left his man. Sterling. Crowd calling for... He'll have a dip! Oh, taken with style!
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
Manchester draw first blood here.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Stones cuts it out. Has gone out. Fernandinho. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? It's come loose. Shot at goal! Stones can hoist it clear. Fernandinho goes looking. Now it's Sané.
I think...
And there goes the final whistle. Manchester hold on. It's a narrow squeak, bit of luck, some judgment. 1-0 the score at the final whistle.
Yeah, it was never a...
Well, we have the most perfect day for you. A warm hello in every sense of the word. The sun is out and football has a special place on this most idyllic of days. A fixture ahead of us to which we've all been looking forward for so very, very long, and it means so very, very much. The scene could not be more beautiful. The pitch looks terrific. The players are ready to get started, and we cannot wait for the contest that lies ahead. Entirely unique. This place has something special about it. La Bombonera. As you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today? Aguero! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Argentina are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
The Netherlands didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? There has been just the early goal here, and it's 1-0. That is terrific skill. referee's given a throw. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. That's the throw. Just brushed off the ball there. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Gorgeous control there. Back out it comes. It's a loose ball. Now it's Aguero. He's left his man. Just the goalkeeper to... It's Aguero! In for the follow-up. He scores! And already they're looking to run away with it. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? More than happy to take the muscular approach. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Garay. Di Maria. Torreira. Messi. Helps available out wide. Van Dijk can hoist it clear. And it's Aguero. Aguero! Forward it goes. And the first 45 minutes are up. We'll review the first half.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Argentina ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. We're already back underway here. Beautifully done. Drilled in low. He'll have a dip! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
They've played it short. Tries to get it forward quickly. The Netherlands seem happy to let their strikers roam out wide.
I wouldn't want that.
No?
Yeah, well, my worry is that their main threat is being shifted out of contention.
Pastore. Into the box. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Di Maria, who does have an assist to his name. Talk about singling someone out.
Well, his stealth has been compromised because of his goal, and his treatment from here looks as if it could get a little tighter.
Tries to dink it in. Argentina get it back again. Aguero has a goal! Yes! And they are cruising away. Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working. Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Argentina take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. A chance! And he's whipped it in low.
This is purely a case of poor end product. They've got to add more pride to their work.
Now it's Aguero. Now, can he capitalise? Is it in? It's a goal! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning breakaway.
The Netherlands making consecutive changes here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very leggy.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition looked completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Played into space out wide, going through. Di Maria, he's slipped, he's gone for it! It's in! A contest no more, it is nothing short of utter humiliation.
Listen, when you're on an invitation to improve your goal difference, why ease off?
Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur.
Well, a stamina was called in.
There is the final whistle. Argentina, winners of a no contest. They just swamped their opponents in superior quality. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Argentina showed us why it's so important to seize the initiative.
Very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. As you can see, we are getting through the pre-match formalities and processes, the players coming onto the field for the usual fanfare and handshakes and so on. Conditions absolutely perfect. Temperatures are kind enough. It is an absolute picture under the floodlights here, and the match that follows ought to follow suit. Entirely unique. This place has something special about it. La Bombonera. The action has already started. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, that's a toughie, but I'll go for
big chance! Goal! Argentina! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
Italy trail at this early stage. How will they respond? Pereira. Aguero. Argentina are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Dinks one in. Fires it in low. And he just whacks it away. Fired in. Managed to get it away. And it's Pastore. And this is Pereira. It's on at Messi! In it goes! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Messi is the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
They are working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, I think they've decided to concentrate on working the flanks to help the production line. It's where the room is.
Messi, he's gone for it! And it's there! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Messi at his razor-sharp best there.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
Argentina take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And it's half-time here. As easy as 1-2-3. It really has been that straightforward halfway through the match, but very little to suggest that much will change over the second half.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Argentina, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break. And we're already back underway here. Pereira has created 1 goal already. He's got options out wide. He's left his man. Pereira, and he's looking to shoot. Back of the net. Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. Pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Argentina totally rampant here. Forward it goes. I think the first substitutions will be coming up pretty soon. Bonaventura. Chiellini. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Jorginho. Insigne. Oh, that's neat. Marco Verratti. Verratti with the cross. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Chiellini. Jorginho. And the counter is on. He's through and all alone! It's Aguero! He has done it! A contest no more. It is nothing short of utter humiliation.
Well, I wasn't expecting them to go this big, Peter, but they have been superb.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
Argentina tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. And it's Bonaventura. Messi. It's got through. Here's the through ball. Now it's Aguero. Aguero, and the finish! No mistake! Well, just another one to add to what has already been an incredible haul.
It's part of the game, Peter. It has to get ruthless. Sympathy just doesn't play a part.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it. I think that's happened in this case.
El Shaarawy. Oh, nice touch. Well, the ball's come loose, and the chase is on. Now it's Marquisio. Marquisio decides to play it back. Good clearance and very necessary. The final whistle. Argentina, comfortable winners. A virtuoso display, utterly one-sided. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, looking back on this, the early goal had a big influence on what unfolded.